People have no clue as to what goes into doing a bronze. It's very time-consuming. It's a very old process. It started out as a personal project, and then it kind of evolved. And it's a collage. You put together, several different images to create one piece. I worked with a graphic designer so that I could get the image onto the wood itself and build the clay up on top of wire and nails and wood. And you just refine till you get what you want. The clay is the first big step, but then you've got the casting, which is the mold making, and that I will farm out. Probably the foundry will do the mold, and I will work on the wax to refine that, and then another mold will be made, and then the casting will be done. And then I'll have to go back and do the patina, the color as well, and then the installation. So it's a several step process. It's definitely tough being in the arts because it's not something that the public needs. It's not food, it's not shelter, it's not water. So it's basically the icing on the cake, and our income jumps up and down according to the economy that we're in. So it's a tough field.
You can start the project.
They got the approval.
So we have a family-run business, and our son Itamar's running the business right now.
Can we shift this?
Yeah.
We've been in business, Amrany and I, since the early 90s. It has its set of challenges. It can get messy with relationships, but it's very gratifying as well. This is a very small piece compared to some of the larger pieces we've done at 30 feet high, including bronze and glass and steel and all different kinds of materials.
While most of Comerica Park is being constructed on site in Detroit, there are some important elements being created right here in Chicago. The artists and sculptors at Rotblatt Amrany Studio are creating larger-than-life statues honoring 5 Tiger legends. The likenesses of Charlie Gehringer, Hal Newhouser, Al Kaline, Hank Greenberg, and Ty Cobb will highlight Comerica Park's Walk of Fame.
This statue is the first of its kind. It's in white bronze. All right, Dutchie, you ready?
Probably the most famous subject to be immortalized by the young couple is the bronze likeness of his heiress, Michael Jordan. Julie and her husband Amrany worked together, covering every inch of Jordan's body, measuring, calculating, and conforming clay into a likeness of the bronze gladiator.
When I first met with them, I was very skeptical about if they could do it and do it to my liking, and I wanted everything to be as real as possible. And it was far better than what I ever thought.
Gorgeous statue, the patented skyhook from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We've been very successful in creating a name for ourselves in the sports world. We're able to depict movement and a frozen moment in time. They're icons in our society. It's like going back to the Greek times where the sports figures were celebrated and revered. We're very lucky to be doing what we do. We'd also like to have more time to do our creative ideas as well. I think the term frustrated artist it's a generic term, but I think it's applicable in society because artists find it difficult to be able to do what they want to do. We have so many ideas and want to create so many things, but in terms of practical nature of today's world, we end up doing a lot of commercial work as well, and it makes you feel torn because you've got so many ideas bursting out of your head and you can't even manifest a fraction of them. Businesses expect artists to create designs for nothing until they get the job. You spend hours and hours and hours creating something. and you need to be compensated for it in order to pay your bills. I guess for an artist, it's a feeling that you're contributing to society, making sculpture and art that will last beyond your own lifetime. When you're working on a project, what happens is the beginning goes really fast, and then as you get towards the end, everything slows down because you've got all this detail to refine. So this piece of metal that comes from the towers is going to be integrated into the bronze bas-relief itself. It's going to go in Highwood in front of City Hall on 9/11. It will be there in perpetuity. You know, I've always loved creating things, whether it was a creation in dance, in a sculpture, or a painting. It's important that we use our gifts to contribute to society.